I hear Venom 3 is like shit.
Alright, Fitz, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Banjo moment?
Have
you ever seen these games? We've been like so excited. Have you ever even watched this game? Do you even know what happens?
I know what happens.
Your ass has no idea. See, it does that little twist, right? Because it believes. It believes.
What?
Not a lot of logos believe like the Banjo logo believes. What? It's there fighting, you know? It has full purpose. Then the Rare logo, see how it gets hit there? It's foreshadowing Rare's death eventually.
Oh, man. Too soon.
It's been like 20 years! Let him play his whole Freaker song. Let him play a song. Let him play a song. No interruptions. Shut up! Shut up, he's playing! Alright, Bambo Wee. Dude! See, that's a right there, what you're seeing is a downfall of capitalism, right? What can happen in a capitalist society is, given the nature of it growing, the nature for profits, eventually it becomes more affordable to have carrots that are alive, because you can sell their torturous screams online for cash, you know, making a bit of the profit back. And then this kind of happens once the world goes to end. We now have things like this to take care of. Very dangerous, very evil, you know? Yeah, you collect 6 of us to increase your energy. Your focus, maybe, guys. Come on, pay attention. It's a lack of paying attention. Like, you guys could have answered that yourself, you know? But you didn't. You waited for me to do it. I'm sick of you for that. I'm sick of you. I'm angry.
Why?
What do you want from me? I don't know! I was never loved. Shit, oops.
Not true.
There name 275 different people that love me.
Jim, don't you have like 2,000 followers?
Yeah. Oh, you gonna see my fucking subscribers love me?
I mean, they're there for a reason.
Parasocial, buddy, is what you're doing right now. I want a flying cauliflower, dude. Honestly, fuck.
What would you gain from that?
What do you mean? What would you gain from that? What do you gain from having a cat? Blissful enjoyment. I would have a flying cauliflower like a pet. He would be my best friend. He would just fly around and be like, that's my gung-gung. That'd be his name, of course, you know? It's just self-explanatory with flying cauliflowers, you know? Where's this fucking little guy? Where's my best friend?
I don't know, maybe kill the damn carrot.
Why do you want the carrot to die? You're like, oh, Jim, you're being aggressive, you're being a mean guy. And the carrot comes into play and you're like, I want you to boil that guy and skin him alive. Jim, I want to hear his screams. You're one of the people in this dystopian capitalist society who wants to see the screaming carrot. So, and they're the one who pays that stuff. That's why this exists. Oh my god, you created the desolate world of Banjo and Kazooie.
I like when you do the double jump hover. She goes, Kablooey.
I love it. You know. Kablooey. Oh, yo, thanks.
ID.
One
egg.
Amazing egg.
We're
gonna hatch that tonight. She just put that straight in her fucking mouth. I thought she just like swallow that shit. Like, he just fucking yolks a raw egg in her fucking gullet. Make it bigger. You made this for you.
Like what?
What are you doing? You stupid. It's that good shit, right? It's that good shit. But then you step over the Mumbo's mountain. You listen closely. That's every level in this game. Every fucking level in this game contains a shift of the music from like the regular to the Gruntilla theme with their style instead. Don't you peck me! That vibrated my controller! This is a big monkey. He's really mad and he loves oranges, dude. You know? And he's like, I'm gonna hit you with the oranges for even daring to be on my fucking tree. So you gotta step right when the oranges are and just like bring him over to smack them. I don't know, this little kid me's pretty dumb. This took me a week to figure out. Like, a solid week. It was embarrassing. I know there's 10 of us in each world. You don't have to tell me. You said you went to a decibel range I wasn't ready for. It kind of shocked me. You're like a wild animal. Basically, steal an orange while this dickhead's trying to chuck some at me. And he's like, hey, fuck you. And I give him little monkey's like, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Why is the orange talking to? Everything's alive. It's a nightmare reality.
It's so overwhelming.
It's overwhelming, yes.
Every step you take, something talks to you.
That one wasn't part of it. I just wanted to let that out there. Oh, now there's eggs, too. They're gonna talk.
Where are the eggs?
Where are the eggs? We're gonna get hatched later on the stream. They're so excited for the hatching. Everyone's pumped for the egg hatching, dude. Anyways, this guy, I bomb it at him. Oh, I gotta wait. Fuck. I gotta let him have a tantrum, right? He's gonna hit him and he's gonna be like, oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, dude. I want to say, when I look at Banjo, like, his design is so funny to me because he just has a little, like, fucking shark tooth necklace and just shorts and then nothing else. And it's really funny. Oh, he's got the backpack too, of course. But, like, you know, it's really funny that, like, he just decided shorts are like, that's all I'm wearing. I will not wear a shirt. I refuse, you know?
If I could do that, I would.
You were obsessed with no shirts.
Dude, if I was a fucking cartoon bear, you would never see me wearing a shirt.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. The problem is, as a human, I very much like wearing clothes all the time. You know?
Yeah.
I wanna spend my life in clothes. You know?
In what?
Wearing clothes.
I don't like that.
Oh, also, this was a really good time of gaming history. When you click the pause menu. Pause, menu, music.
Yup.
I miss it. So many games just pause and go quiet, which is fine, makes sense, you know? But there's a bit of joy to the pause menu music. Unless you're playing Wario, have you guys heard the Wario one?
Yup.
Like, oh my god, hold up, you can hear this for a second. I'm gonna go find the Wario one for you for those who are unaware. It was Beethoven's final wish, so, you know. Just kind of let it happen. Or you gonna say no to him? Nah. Give us some good stuff. I'm noticing a problem here. Mumbo requires 5 skulls.
You only have to.
I know! Why would you say it in a mean way? I didn't say anything to you.
You've actually been saying a lot.
I have been saying, do you know, because I have the words. Because of words. Have you heard them? I've been using them. It's an ancient power that I've discovered. Yeah.
Cool.
This thing, when I was younger, I don't know what the fuck this was, right? Because I'm like, hermit crabs don't look like this. What the fuck is this? You know? So Kazooie talks shit to it, and it does its little dance, right? But then it takes a break, so we smash it right in its eyes, because that's what Kazooie said. Kazooie said she was gonna peck out its eyes. So we're doing that, I guess.
So, like, violent.
Oh yeah, she's absolutely violent. And then it does this. And it vanishes. And you go inside Shell, and I thought we were gonna go in and finish it off. It's gone. It just doesn't exist anymore. Where did it go? And that's the question. I propose that was Kratos. That is the beginning of his arc, right? He leaves, goes to Sparta.
This bit's stupid.
Okay.
Me.
I like this specific crab because he's talking shit to me, and he's like, "Solve my puzzles 3." And it's like, why is your puzzles involve you being trapped in a cell? Are you stupid? It's not a puzzle, by the way. I just have to spell out Banjo-Kazooie in 100 seconds.
Banjo.
So I don't know what the fuck this guy means by puzzle. I don't think he knows what puzzles are.
Maybe it's not actually his puzzle. He's just strapped with 2 edgy to ask for help.
That I like to believe that. Which makes this kind of tragic what's gonna happen next. When I kill him. Enjoy your freedom, pussy.
You could have spared him.
Oh, Fitz. We have fun! We have fun. You were like to have fun. But I want to go up here because you can't go up here normally. And this place freaks me out because there's no music. So it makes me feel scared. Especially because out of all games, Banjo-Kazooie has something very terrifying. Fall damage in games is rough, very scary. Banjo-Kazooie has terminal velocity. So Banjo will get faster as he goes down, as he's falling. And at a certain height, you'll hear Banjo go, "Oh!" And from that point on, he'll be plummeting like a meteor, and you will explode on the ground and die. So, if I fall, it's over for me, dude. It's over so hard.
Banjo-Kazooie has terminal velocity.
See, I mean, it does. What do you want from me? It's a reality, Fitz. Oh shit, I can't even be her yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, here's my thing. Why the fuck do we know the kids' names? Who cares?
Did you see that? I don't give a shit about your FNAF kids.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
I hit terminal velocity and hit the water instead. We're fine. Woo! But I'm curious about Craven. I want it to be bad. I want it to be like delicious bad, but I don't know, you know?
Yeah, since apparently it did worse than Madam Web.
It did really bad. Who fucking asked for Craven the Hunter, man?
Who wanted
Madam
Craven
Web, like, they were gonna be fine because they had like Sydney Sweeney on there. People were like obsessed with Sydney Sweeney, so they're gonna go watch it for Sydney Sweeney, you know what I mean? Like, they got the star power. Craven doesn't have star power? He's got fucking, the guy who played Quicksilver, and like, he's good, but like, is that enough to sell you on fucking Craven the Hunter?
Like, who give a shit?
Madam Web, you're at least like, oh, so this is like, you know, these people like Spider-Man, right? Like, will Spider-Man be in this? And they go... And then Craven, it's like, will Spider-Man be in this? You'll get Rhino? Oh, cool! Oh, Alexi, awesome. Yeah, just who I wanted to see. My best friend, Alexi.
Where are these movies even coming from? The sewers.
Oh, they're not coming from anywhere anymore. They're done now.
Yeah, they gave up.
After Craven was a colossal failure, they're like, that's it. Pack it up, we're done. This universe is over. Up. The only one that did good was Venom.
I hear Venom 3 is like shit.
Of course it is. Also, I'm very scared. I don't think I have it yet, but there's this, like, if you click B when you have this, you can dash forward and like blast into stuff. And you will also get terminal velocity if you do it wrong. So you can just die. So you have to be very careful. This is the stupidest way to hunt for treasure. What pirate would leave their treasure in X's that turn into fucking arrows that point you to directions you need to go? All right, yeah, I don't need to get all the fucking notes in here. It's fine. I can move on. I can move on.
Weak.
Oh, I can move. Do you say weak? I'm gonna put you in a blender, and there won't be much left when I'm done. It's the vibes. Why do you got like blood, dude? Why are you bleeding?
Why are you torn open?
Who did this to you?
Literally, who did this to you, Clinker?
You have no natural predators, Queen. Open your hole.
Man.
I gotta go in. What do you want from me?
You're really saying the worst possible things about this fucking blowhole.
All I said was open your hole. I'm not gonna be playing Wukong because originally I thought Wukong looked pretty cool, right? But then the devs keep talking and it makes me want to play Wukong less.
Yeah, the devs are annoying and also extremely misogynistic, so that's pretty cool.
And every time they speak, I'm like, well, there goes any Wukong desire. No, he killed me!
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet.
I didn't see you there, Fitz. How are you doing today?
Hi. It's me.
I got distracted.
My name.
With the... Just waiting for you to say your name, so I just went quiet. It felt delectable. It felt delectable. Check it out, carpet. Check it,
carpet.
Carpet. Check out my carpet. I am carpet. I love
carpet.
Carpet.
Oh, heel. Like a velvet turtle.
Oh, you carpet. Oh my god. I keep thinking about the carpet. I'm in the house. Dare I say, like concrete.
Carpet.
Did I say concrete?
Carpet. Carpet. You sure?
I got
did say concrete.
Right. That's embarrassing. Hey Fitz.
What's up?
What's in the house?
Carpet. There's this way that animated animations draw things that we people humans do not fucking eat.
Yeah.
And make them look so delicious. Like in fucking Land Before Time when fucking bitch-ass little foot eats that grass.
Bitch-ass little foot! Bitch-ass
like the grass looks so yummy.
Say
also,
that about my
I'm pretty sure it
man.
wasn't. It wasn't
Alright.
foot.
Yeah, but what a fucking thing to say about my man there. Okay, sure. Bitch-ass little foot. Punch you in the balls for that one. They're cooking on calcifer, right? the fucking fire. And it is so good looking. You know what I mean? The cooking. The cooking.
The cooking. The Simpsons.
It's so delicious looking. And they're like feeding him the eggs, and then you look like they're feeding the eggshells as he is cooking the eggs. They're like so perfect consistency and everything. It's like, I want a fucking egg!
I want to eat an egg.
I start getting mad because I don't have one. It's not their fault, but I start getting mad at them. Like the characters are making me mad. Like Cher, I'm thinking in my head, like as a younger guy, right? And I guess also secretly as an older guy, I was thinking, like when I was a kid, I'd be yelling like Cher, the characters, right?
Yeah.
But secretly as an older person, I'm also thinking the same thing and getting mad. But like I want them to give me my eggs, you know? We're gonna hatch that egg at the end of stream, I promise you guys.
That egg.
He's just past this Goliath fucking tail of Clanker, right?
Goliath.
We
What
go
if a
up here.
Goliath was made out of gum?
We go up here and you see that there's a fucking thing. But I just realized a possibility. Shit! You were making your jokes!
Yo.
Your jokes and I was suffering! And I'm drowning!
I like to joke around here.
I like to have fun. I like to have fun. Yay.
I like to have
Yay,
fun.
I like to have fun. Yay.
La la.
I've been reset again, sorry. It's a... I feel like I just reset whatever I was thinking about like in like 3 seconds.
La la.
La la.
Like carpet.
Carpet.
This track is fucking crazy, by the way. Carpet. Oh, there's also this guy. You love him.
Oh.
Fuck, I'm not ready for that dude. Fuck.
Look who I get.
Have sex! Have sex! Cop it! Yeah, I'm ruined. I cop it. Fuck! By the way, this turtle has joint pain, right? My feet are so numb and cold. Do you know how we fix it?
Kill him.
You hit it, and he goes, oh! Now he's happy. So he vomits up a fucking jiggy. He's like, come in my mouth. Oh, hold on. Oh my god.
Come on, dude.
Careful, 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 careful. I should kill this guy with guns.
Yes.
There we go.
Shoot
That wasn't a gun.
with
With
your guns.
guns. Pop it. Fuck it.
Carpet.
That,
Shoot
thank you.
them with your carpet.
With your carpet. I'm gonna die. Carpet might actually kill me. Bottles is supposed to teach me to use these fucking boots, and that's my problem. I'm forgetting where Bottles is. I didn't mean to shit, man.
The boy. He's hungry. Feed him.
I did it. I caught him. There. There's another one now. That's the baby of the family. Louis Steen.
Louis Steen?
Yes.
What the fuck did you mean by this?
That's a name! Louis Steen. No, it's absolutely not a name. If someone's actually named Louis Steen right now, bless on you. Good luck to you.
Were you gonna say grow up at first? Because it really sounded like
I
you
was
were.
absolutely gonna say grow up at first.
I'm like Ash. I catch him.
I'm like Ash, I pop it.
The way the fucking turtle has its mouth wide open forever. Like, it looks fucked up. It looks dead.
I mean, he's dead in spirit. What he represents is like bigger than us, you know?
You gonna get him by promise?
Academia being inside the mouth of a being, showing that like
What?
all of education is basically in the hands of like a few people, not like, you know, a collective. In the sense, quite literally being shown the sense of one person holding the entirety of academic future and arts future with situations like the music's directly inside them, meaning that, like, you know, it's a hard barrier to enter, so you have to get past this one person's whims and desires, you know?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'll play Banjo-Kazooie.
You are.
Put me in the
Put me in
maze.
the maze,
Put me in the
coach.
maze, coach.
Put me in
Piranhas in the
coach.
maze? I don't care, coach. I don't care, coach.
Put me in the maze.
Put me in the
coach.
maze, coach.
Put me in the maze.
Put me in the
coach.
maze.
Put me in the maze. Coach. What the fuck was that about?
I'm putting on boots again, Fitz. It's all about the game. And I play it.
You
It's
play
all
it.
about the game. How many Jinjos? I'm missing purple. Wherever that fucking guy is. Purple Jinjo, are you over here? No, that's where blue Jinjo was, I think. Yeah. Blue and orange was like up on the thing and I grabbed him already, yeah.
What if you were a color and you were named after it?
Okay, Pokemon. Fitz, like, what if you were red from Pokemon? Wow. Be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? What if you were blue? What if you were red, now it's blue, and we fought? Okay, Fitz, sure.
What the fuck are these words you're putting in my mouth?
I don't know, why the fuck are you saying dumb shit to me?
I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it be fucked up if, like, you were a designated color and that was just what you were known as?
I guess. I don't think it's that much different from, like, I guess getting a name and being known as that, but hey. Something someone picked for you, basically. In this world, can I change my color name, or is that not allowed?
I mean, probably.
Then I don't think there's literally any problem that you've just shown. Oh man, what if someone called you Red and your name was Red? Can I change it? Yeah. Okay. That lasted long. That was a good run. Are you high? What's going on with you? Christ, Fitz. You're washed up. What the fuck's this Jinjo dude? I need to find them or else they won't help me fight Grintilda. What the fuck, dude?
Look better.
I'm sorry I'm ugly. So many people make fun of you before you could legally change it. That's no, I don't, how, would they? What's the time limit for making fun of me? Like, hold up, when can I legally change it? Like,
I don't think that's what Snom's saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before you could legally change it to be made fun of, right? But like, when can I legally change it? Can I change it immediately? I'll change it. You know what I mean? But like, or do I have to keep it for like 6 years and give people time to insult me?
When you have the fucking agency and the ability.
Well, I mean, are other people also gonna be named random ass colors? They're not gonna be making fun of me. Like, if orange comes out my ass when I'm named fucking green, good luck, buddy. Okay, like, you know. Maybe like pot calling kettle or the fuck, right? Like, that's nothing. What are you gonna make fun of me for? Fucking orange. And then fucking Indigo shows up like he's much better than we are, like piece of shit. Son of a bitch has no idea what's going on. I'm not gonna take any fucking shit from that, okay? God.
Don't even get me started on magenta.
This also gives me a chance to grab this honey while I'm here because I'm kind of dying, and gamers, far be it from me to say, death is in the eyes of the beholder who sees first, and I see last.
What?
I've been doing this thing where I turn off my brain recently. Just one off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I call it pulling a Fitz.
Are you gonna stop being mean to me?
And as for up here, that's ice. So like,
No. What?
No! That got me. That fucking got me, dude. Cop it. Alright, we just head back this way, and you remember where that egg was? We're going to the egg.
Yay.
But this time I have carpet. No, I have boots. Ow! That was fun. I had a good time. Did you have a good time, Fitz?
Yes.
Fitz, if you had one word to have described this adventure that we had today, what would it be?
Carpet.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it, I'll put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel. Till everybody's gone and it's cool, then I spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Moan, but I call him Moan Lover. And he's more than a cover, he's a quilt. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on a hill. Cause this shit gonna feel like velvet, turtle. My style fits tighter than a girdle. If you hate it, then you can just leave it like Beaver. But in a day or two, I'll make you a true believer in me. Cause like the alphabet, you'll see that ism kicks a rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme is truly cooking. Peace to Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine or a Henny. If you have time, I'll drop rhyme again.